Hi everyone, it's Jenny from the YMCA of Eastern Ontario. I'm here today to bring you a chair fitness class. So today we'll be doing all of our exercises seated. So if you have a nice sturdy chair, that would be great. If not, you can use your couch or whatever you have available to you. We will also be using some dumbbells. If you don't have dumbbells available to you, feel free to use some cans from the cupboard, water bottles, or something to give you a little bit of weight. Or feel free to do it with just your body weight as well, okay? So we are going to get started with a warm-up. So I want you sitting up from the back of the chair so that you're nice and tall and engaging our core. And we're just going to start by just marching our feet. So nice, easy march, gently lifting the legs, starting to warm up the lower body. Good. You can add just a little swing through the arms if that's comfortable for you. Good. For 4, 3, 2, we're going to lift those knees a little bit higher. If you can, you're going to reach those arms down towards the ankle or your heel. Good. So the main thing is we're going to sit up nice and tall so that our core is engaged throughout our workout. Anytime you need to take a break, please feel free to do so. 4, 3, 2, side step. We're going to step side to side. Good. If you'd like to add some arms, we're going to reach the opposite arm to the opposite direction. For 4, 3, 2, if you're able, we're going to reach the arm up overhead now. If you have any shoulder issues and you want to stay down at that shoulder height, feel free to do so. Do what works for your body today. 4, 3, 2, good. Take it back to just a little march with the legs, arms down to the side. We're going to roll the shoulders. Nice big shoulder rolls. Good. If you find it difficult to coordinate your feet with the arms, feel free to just do one or the other. Let's take those shoulder rolls now back to front. 2, and 1. Good. We're going to reach up, bringing that ankle across the body and reaching with the opposite hand towards your ankle or heel. If you can't touch the ankle or heel while staying upright and supported, you can bring the hand to the knee instead. Good. Go at your own pace. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Arms to the front. We're going to reach those arms out nice and long. And we're going to pull those arms back, elbows back, squeezing the shoulders, opening up through the chest. Reach forward, pull back. Forward, pull back. Good. We're starting to warm up through our back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to keep those elbows bent in towards the inside of the body, and we're going to open out to the side, alternating arms. We're going to get a little rotation through the shoulder. If this is not comfortable for you, just keep it a little bit smaller. Do what works for you. We shouldn't feel any pain through any of the movements. If you do, please stop what you're doing. A little bit of discomfort or muscle fatigue is okay, but not any sharp pains. Good. 2, and 1. Good. Release the arms down. Just rest them here on your thighs. We're going to draw a half circle from the one shoulder down and around to the other side, and just gently coming back. So go nice and slow here, just warming up through the neck, top of the back. Good. One more. Awesome. Coming back to center, hands to the thighs. We're going to lift the heels and lower. Lift and lower. So just gently warming up through our ankles. Now, if you want to, add a rotation through the wrists. So we get those wrists nice and warm up before we grab our dumbbells. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Now we're going to grab those dumbbells. Starting with both of them, we bring our hands down to the side. So if having the palms forward, if they start hitting the chair, then just flip your palms so that they're facing inward. But to start with, if you can, palms forward. We're doing bicep curl. Ready? So we're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. Getting that full range of motion, all the way up by the shoulders, all the way down to the side. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release. We're going to place our hands now with the weights just on top of the thighs, just above the knees. We're going to do leg lifts, alternating sides. Ready, set, and here we go. We're going to lift, nice and slow, and lift. If this is too much with the weights, feel free to do it without the weights and just your body weight. Good. We're still staying nice and tall, just lifting to where you're comfortable. Awesome. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release, bringing those hands back down to the side. This time, palms facing in towards the chair. Hammer curl, same as before. We're going to lift and lower. This time, we're bringing the heads of the weight into the shoulders and down. Slightly different angle, same movement pattern. Good. For 8, 7. And if you're not able to do all the reps, that's okay. Just do what you can. Take a little break. Jump back into it when you're ready. 2 more. 2, and 1. Good job. Placing those hands back on the thighs. We're doing that second set of our knee lifts. Ready? Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Great job. If you need to make that lift a little bit smaller, feel free to do so. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1 more each side. Good, and release. Awesome. We are going to come into a shoulder press. So if it's comfortable for you to go overhead, we're going to bring those dumbbells here to rest by our shoulders. If it's not comfortable for you to go overhead, what I want you to do is bring your arms to the side, and you're going to do a side lift, okay? But if you can do the shoulder press, here we go. We're going to do alternating presses towards the ceiling. Ready? Let's go. Lift and lower. Other side. Lift and lower. Good. Again, we have to make sure that our core is engaged so that we're not swaying or using momentum for that movement. Beautiful. Got 8 more. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Let's bring those hands and weights right back down to the thighs, just above the knees. And we're going to lift the heels and lower. Lift and lower. So we're doing a calf raise. Lift and lower. With these calf raises, if you want to, you can lean a little bit forward, adding a little bit of extra resistance. Your calves are nice and strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Coming back to those shoulders. This time we're going to try to do both arms at the same time for 8 reps. Ready? Here we go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Remember your variation. If you can't go overhead, you can bring those arms out to the side. And if this gets too heavy for both arms, you can go back to singles. 2 more. 2, you can do it. Last one. Excellent. And release. Hands back down to the thighs. And we're going to do heel lifts again. Ready? 3, 2, and go. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. So try to bring those heels up as high as you can so that we're really engaging through our calf muscle, working through our ankles. All those stabilizers that help us balance when we're walking. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Good. Release. We're going to bring those shoulders back and down, bringing our arms out to the side. Now, if you did this lift for the shoulders, we're going to do it again. So if you do need to take an extra break, feel free to do so, but we're going to go alternating sides. Ready? So you're going to lift out and other side, lift. So with this one, you'll notice my wrists are nice and strong. So we've got a nice straight line from my shoulder all the way down to the wrist. There's a slight bend in the elbows, and I'm only coming to about shoulder height. You don't need to go any higher. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just release, relax through our arms, and we're going to come back to our toes. This time we're going to tap our toes nice and quick. So we're going to lift the toes and tap them down. Lift and tap. So as quick as you are able to here, it's going to work through the front of the ankle and in through the shin. Good. If you need to go a little slower, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release. Shake it out. Hands come back to the side. Palms are going to face towards the back of the room. And we're going to bring that same sort of movement that we did to the side, but we're going to bring it out to the front. Alternating arms. Ready? 3, 2, let's go. Sitting nice and tall. And up. Good. Again, about shoulder height. Nice long arm. Slight bend in the elbow. Wrists are strong. You can always slow it down if you need to. 8, 7, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Release. Coming back to those toe taps. Ready? Whenever you're ready, start tapping the toes. Going as quick as you are able to. Good. Working the front of the ankle and in through the shins. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Again, relax. Just shake out those legs for a moment. We're going to go down to a single weight. So you can place one weight down to the side. Make sure it's out of your way so that we're not going to step on it when you do get out of the chair. We're going to turn to one side. And we're going to lean our chest forward. Use your arm there to support you on your legs. And we're going to take that arm and we're going to do a row. So what we're going to do is we're going to lift that elbow up towards the ceiling and then release it back down. Ready? Here we go. We're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. We're going to keep that gaze just in front of your feet. So we have that nice neutral spine. Once you've seen what I'm doing, you've got the movement pattern, you can take that gaze down towards the feet. Good. 4 more. 4, we're squeezing the shoulder blade in towards the spine. 2, and 1. Good job. Come on back up to seated. We're going to switch sides, just turning in your chair. Again, leaning forward with the chest, support yourself with the opposite arm. Arm long, row, and down. Row, and down. This move may be a little bit more difficult if you have a chair that has arms. If that's the case, just try to move a little bit more forward on your chair, as long as you're balanced. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Release. Coming back to center. Now you can just let that weight just rest here on your thighs. We're going to do alternating leg lifts, working through the quads. So you're going to lift one leg and then lift the other leg. If you want to add a little bit of a challenge here, you can bring the weight and just hold it here at 90 degrees. That's going to engage the upper body as well and work through the core. Good. Feel free to just allow it to rest. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. release. We're gonna come back into that bent over position. We're gonna add on to our row. And so we're coming down, bringing that elbow up to where the top of the row was, and we're going to now straighten the arm and bend. Straighten and bend. Now we're working tricep kickback. So we're working the back of the upper arm. Keeping that control, keep a little pause at the top of the movement. Good, you got it, you're almost there. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, release. Let's switch sides. Again, you can do these without a weight as well if you're finding the weight a little bit too heavy. So coming to the top of that row position, elbow locked in, ready, here we go. Straighten the arm and bend. Straighten and bend. Again, once you've looked to me to find your form, bring that gaze to the floor and keep that nice neutral spine. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last 1. Excellent. And come back to center. Coming back into the leg lifts. This time, if you want more of a challenge, we're going to do both legs at the same time. So you're going to lift and lower. Lift and lower. If you're finding both legs too much, come back to the single leg alternating. Good. Going for 8. We're really squeezing through our quads as we lift the legs. Good. You got 4 to go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And release. Just take a moment here to just shake it out, relax. We're going to work in through some ab work. So we're going to start by bringing that single weight down to one side. So it's going to be an asymmetrical workout here. What we're going to do is you're going to lean to the side and pull yourself back up. So lean to the side and pull up. If we had weights on both sides, we would be a little bit more balanced, but this is going to challenge your obliques by having that asymmetrical weight. So we're down, pulling up through the obliques as we squeeze to come back to standing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to switch sides. Bringing that weight over to the other side. Whenever you're ready, here we go. Reach down and up. Making sure that chest stays forward so we're not rotating through the spine. It's a lateral bend, a side bend. 8, 7, and maybe it's a small movement for you. Do what feels best. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. We're going to bring that weight to the center. Arms at 90 degrees, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to do a little rotation side to side. Ready? Here you go. So you're going to rotate to one side, rotate to the other side. Rotate. Again, just going to where you're comfortable. If the rotation is not comfortable for you, keep it smaller or just do a hold with that weight. Good. 8, 7, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to bring that weight now back down to our single side. We're going to do a combination move. So you're going to come down to the side. When we come up, we're going to bring it to our shoulder. Press overhead to switch sides. And then oblique lean on the other side. Now, if overhead makes you nervous with a weight, what you can also do is come to shoulder, switch in front of the chest, and then take it to the other side. Okay, ready? Here we go. Take your time with this. We're leaning, shoulder press, switch, lean. Up, press, switch, and lean. Good. This is working almost your entire body. So we're getting shoulders, we're getting abs, all of our stabilizers to help us stay balanced. Good. Remember, you can pass it in front of the chest if you don't want to go overhead. Down, up, press. Good, one more each side. Down, switch. Last one, lean, up. Good, and come back down. Perfect. Now, this is one of my favorite ab exercises. So you can do this one with the weight or without the weight. I'm just going to flip my chair around just so you can see what's going to be happening here with the body. I'm going to show you first without the weight. So I want you to move up forward on your chair. There should be a considerable amount of space between the back of you and the back of your chair. Sitting up nice and tall, hands here by the chest. What we're going to do, keeping our feet grounded, is we're going to lean back, trying to tap your shoulders just to the back of the chair and then pull yourself up. So it's going to engage the core as you lean back. If you find that you're coming back and your feet are lifting, move back in your chair a little bit. If you find that it's super easy for you to do, move forward in your chair a little bit. You can make this as hard as you want to, but it's going to be working through our hip flexors as well as our core as we engage to try not to round through the back and to pull ourselves back up. Make sure you're breathing. I like to breathe out when I'm going back and then breathe in as I come up, but whatever breath works for you. Good, 4 more. 4, 3, 2 more. 2. Good, last one. Excellent. And release. We're going to do that again, so just take a little break, but this time we have the option of adding a little bit of a rotation. So to show you what that looks like, what you're going to do, same movement, sitting up nice and tall, leaning back. So we're going to come back. If you want to add the rotation, your elbow is going to come down towards your hip, back in before we come back up, okay? If that doesn't feel great for you, just continue with the back and forth. Ready, and let's go. So we're going to lean back, rotate, in and up. Back, rotate, in and up. Because we're spending a little bit more time in that back position, you may want to move a little bit further back in your chair to make it a little bit easier. Good. 4 more. But we're also doing less reps, so you can do it. 2 more. Ready? 2. Good. Last one. Perfect. And release. Great. So we're going to end up with some postural exercises to finish off. So a lot of the times we are seated and we're rounding forward through our back. So we're going to take a little bit of time to open up through our back. What we're going to start with is our feet planted. We're going to bring ourselves forward, reaching our arms down by our ankles. This is done without weight. If you do feel like you can graduate to weight, feel free to do so, but it is pretty challenging even without the weights. So arms are nice and long, and what we're going to do is we're going to lift the arms up to the back and down. Up to the back and down. I want you to think about squeezing your shoulder blades in towards the spine as you lift. This is a rear Delt Fly. My class likes to call it that we're like flying like birds. Good. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just take a little break here for a moment, and then we're going to do that same thing, but we're going to hold it with a little pulse at the top. So shake out your shoulders, reset, bring those arms down, and we're going to pulse at the top. Ready? So it's going to be up, pulse, pulse, pulse for 8, 7. Make sure you're breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Release. Come all the way up. Roll the shoulders. We're doing 1 more for our back and our lats. We're going to bring our arms up overhead. And then what we're going to do is we're going to draw the elbows back and down, pretending that there's a wall right behind you. You can do this with a wall as well. So you're going to try to draw those elbows back and down as if they're touching a wall and you're trying to put them in your back pocket, and then back up. Ready? So you're going to pull down, 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 and release. Down, 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 and release. You may start that your elbows are a little bit in front of the body. That's okay. This requires a lot of shoulder flexibility. So it's something you can work towards, something you can do a couple times a day whenever you feel like you've been sitting or working at a computer, just to kind of open back up through the chest. Again, it's just body weight, but this can be a difficult exercise. Good, let's do one more. One more. Good, and release it down. Awesome, just roll those shoulders, relax through the head and neck. We're going to stretch it out now. So we're going to take some time to stretch. I want you to again move forward on your chair a little bit so that we can bring one leg out straight in front of you. From here, you're just going to draw your hand down that leg, straight leg, and just stopping wherever you start to feel that stretch through the hamstring. Some of you may be able to reach the toes. Some of you might be able to come just below the knee, wherever is comfortable. As long as we're getting that stretch, it doesn't matter how far you come. Everybody is different. Good, and release. We're gonna switch sides. So other foot comes forward, heel down, toes up. Drawing that hand down the thigh, down the shin, dropping again to wherever is comfortable. Good, and release. Coming back up to seated. You can come all the way back in your chair now. We're just gonna rotate through one ankle. So one direction, drawing little circles. Still sitting up nice and tall if you're able. Good, let's take it the other way. Good, switch legs. Rotate in one direction. Doesn't matter which way you start. Good, rotate the other way. Good, and release. Now we're gonna bring one arm, straight arm, bring it right across your chest, and then hug it in with your other arms. We're stretching out through the shoulder. While we're here, add a little rotation through that wrist if you'd like to. It's optional, but if it feels good, go ahead and do that. Good, and release, relax. Other arm, straight across the chest, and hug it in. Add that little rotation through the wrist if it's comfortable for you. Good, and release. We're gonna reach one arm down to the side. If you want to here, you can grasp onto the bottom of your chair, and we're gonna draw our opposite ear down towards the shoulder. So we're gonna stretch through the neck, through the top of the shoulder. Good. Allow your head to rest however is most comfortable for you here. Some people find tucking the chin to be a little more comfortable. Whatever is best for you. Good, and release. Take it to the other side. Again, hand down, either just pointing towards the floor or grasping on the bottom of the chair. Ear towards shoulder on opposite side. A nice gentle stretch through the neck. Play around in the pose, find what feels best for your body today. Good, and release. We're going to turn to the side. Use the back of your chair as support to hold you up, because we're going to drop that front knee down towards the floor. We're in a seated position, or have been for this last 30 minutes, so we really want to be able to stretch out our hip flexor here. So dropping that knee allows us to open up through the hip and lengthen. If you'd like to, same arm, come up and slightly back, or slight back lean. to really stretch out that hip flexor. And you may only be able to bring that leg to here. You may be able to bring it back a little bit further. Whatever works for you. Good, and release. Let's take that over to the other side. We're almost there. Dropping that knee down, and using that back of the chair as support, making sure you're nice and sturdy in your chair. Hip flexor stretch. Then you can reach up and back if you'd like to. Again, placing that knee just wherever is comfortable for you. If you can drive it a little farther back, great. If not, that's okay. Good, and release. Coming back to center, just placing the feet where you're comfortable. We're going to inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, we're going to drop one hand down, lean to the side. Inhale, back up to center. Opposite side, drop the other hand down, lean to that side. One more each side. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Nice big breath, reaching nice and tall. And then exhale all the way down. Excellent work today, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. We'll see you soon. Bye.